Jordan, very good to see you. Let's talk about 3 strategies to retire with confidence. A recent survey by AARP found many Americans over 50 don't feel confident about their finances. It used to be we could rely on a pension, but now it is our job to save and invest and then pay ourselves in retirement, but not so much that we run out of money. So that's why strategy number 1, break out the buckets, utilize the bucket strategy. Can you explain this, please?
Yeah, it's sad that employers kind of put all that stress and all that burden now on the employees, and they're
Yes.
focused on their job. They're not focused on their retirement and kind of getting income. So we keep things simple and we help people have a plan that divides their money into 3 buckets: some into safety, some into income, and some into growth. And each one has a specific purpose. So it's not just about how much you make in stocks, bonds, and that kind of allocation. It's about money designed for safety. So when you need it, it's there for you. It's getting those very conservative but safe returns. The second bucket is the income bucket, like it says on there. Maybe it's annuities, structured notes, dividend stocks, could be bonds, REITs. That's investments that are kicking out income on a monthly basis to make sure you keep up with your lifestyle. It's the investments designed for the purpose. The last is the growth bucket. That's generally investments that you don't need for the next 5, 10 years that we can afford to be more aggressive. We can maybe put into equities and kind of have that long-term growth trajectory so that you get those competitive returns to keep up with inflation. So when you have a plan and money divided in these buckets, you're not worried about the next market correction because that income's still coming in and you still have a safety net of cash on the side.
And speaking of that cash, Jordan, how much cash should we have on hand in retirement?
Well, that's going to be a case by case basis. I have some clients, they have X amount that they need to always see in cash. On a personal note, I don't think any more than 3 months of living expenses. But I also believe for our clients, we always have money available within 2 to 3 business days. So
Mhm.
I'd rather them make 4 or 5% guaranteed. And then when they need it, we can just send that out in 2 to 3 business days if they need those funds. But I like my money to work harder for me. I don't want to be lazy and just sit in the checking savings, not keeping up with inflation.
When we talk about the bucket strategy, it's not only diversification of purpose, but also diversification of taxes, right?
Yeah, most people I say, are you diversified? And they're thinking about stocks, bonds, mutual funds, but that's not where we initially think. We think about how are you diversified from a tax perspective? How much money is in a taxable bucket? How much money is in a tax deferred or tax when you take out when IRAs and 401ks? And how much is in your tax-free bucket, which is Roth IRAs or tax-free life insurance? So without knowing the audience, I know the majority of you. And I know the majority is in that tax deferred bucket because you were told for years, defer, defer, defer.
Yeah.
And you have a lot of money in 401ks and IRAs. And even though it looks good on that statement, it's not 100% yours. So as that chart showed, as we talk through our clients, we want to weed out the IRS, move money from a tax deferred account, maybe into a tax-free account, doing Roth conversions, doing different unique strategies, and kind of keep more of that hard-earned money in your pocket, not the IRS's.
All right, let's move on to strategy number 2. Consider semi-retirement. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the number of people 75 plus who are still working is expected to grow by 96% by 2030. Please talk through the financial and even emotional benefits of a hybrid retirement.
Yeah, obviously, if you work longer, that's more income coming in, less you have to take out from your investment accounts. Maybe you can delay Social Security and get an extra 8% bump up on that. But I don't believe a lot of our clients working past 75 is because they need to work. I think it's because they enjoy what they do. It's part of their identity. It's who they are. They work for decades and they love the people they work with. They love their job. And I think it's scary for a lot of them to just stop all of a sudden after 40 years of working to not doing anything. So a lot of people from the emotional aspect are kind of just toning down their job days. So instead of going from 5 days a week, maybe they go down to 2 or 3 and ease into that because it's a huge mindset shift from working for decades to no longer working at all. And I think they have to prepare for that ahead of time because some people retire 2, 3 years later. They're like, I don't like this. And then they try to go back to work.
And then last, of course, do the math. In other words, have a plan. But this can get overwhelming. Where do we start?
Well, you start by giving us a call, right? Because we want to put all these pieces together so you don't have that stress. You don't have that worry. We want to make sure we create that plan for you that you're confident in. Stop worrying and wondering and start living and dreaming. Start enjoying life, making memories. So Yes, you can do it yourself and you can go on YouTube and you can create spreadsheets. And if that's what you want to do, more power to you. But we try to take that financial burden off of people so that we can put everything in a lovely plan, have a tax plan, have an income plan, have an investment plan. Make sure we help you with your Medicare, your trust, all these things under one roof so that you can get the most value and we can take away that stress.
Yeah, that sounds really nice. Well, if somebody then, Jordan, would like to speak with you about creating that plan, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, our main number is 847-499-3454. We'd love to have that first conversation and see how we can provide value to you and your family.
Great. Jordan, thank you.
Thanks, Aaron.